Hey Terrier fans, welcome to Around the Dub. I'm your host, Brittany Wilbur. This is a series where we're going to learn more about the student athletes of Wofford College outside of their sports. Hey Terrier fans, I'm super excited to have this guest with me today, Kay Kluska, my teammate, my roommate. How are you today?
I'm good. I'm excited to be here.
I'm
Thanks
so excited
for having me.
I'm so excited. So I know you had a summer internship this summer set up in New York, but what ended up happening?
So yeah, I was supposed to go to New York City with my English professor, and we were going to work on a movie script. It's part of the Office of Undergraduate Research here. So we were going to write a movie script in New York and get kind of hands-on experience with that whole screenwriting process, but unfortunately COVID kind of messed that up for us. So we ended up just doing it online via Zoom for the whole summer, which ended up working out way better than I had anticipated that it would, but it was definitely a little bit of a bummer not getting to go to New York, because that was obviously a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that I might not get to have again, but it's okay.
What's the script about?
It's about the pervasiveness of domestic violence and abuse, especially in modern day times, and kind of we're trying to tackle the issue around the law behind it. So going to law school, we thought this would be a really good idea to try and get me more experience. So I've been interviewing attorneys and going to domestic violence shelters and just kind of talking to people about that and just getting more experience for our script.
That's really cool. So last year there weren't any seniors on the tennis team, and so you kind of had to take on the leadership role being a junior, and now you're a senior, so you've had the leadership role for 2 years now. How has that role been for you?
Honestly, it's been great. I feel like, especially with the whole COVID situation that happened last year, we were extremely fortunate in the fact that we do not have any seniors, and well, now obviously we do. But I don't think that it's been anything other than a really incredible experience, especially having you and Jenna by my side. It's been so much fun, and everyone on our team is just so enthusiastic and wanting to be out here all the time with us, and I just honestly couldn't imagine a better team to have the leadership opportunity with.
You did start at a different team. You were at JMU prior to this from Pittsburgh. What brought you to Wofford, and what was your feeling when you stood on this campus?
Whew. So yes, I was at James Madison. I got recruited to play tennis there, and obviously the experience wasn't what I thought it was going to be, and I ended up coming to Wofford in April of my freshman year for an official visit, and I had you as my my little shadower, and I honestly can't even explain the feeling that I got whenever I walked onto campus. As cliche as it sounds, it truly did feel like a home away from home, which is not at all what I felt whenever I was at JMU. I think I kind of got caught up in the big school, big competition mentality whenever I was getting recruited, and then coming to Wofford, it was just so refreshing, I think is a good word to describe it, because it really just does feel like a community and a home. I mean, everyone is so welcoming, and that was a bit of an adjustment for me, being from the north, having to deal with the southern charm that everyone has, but I honestly love it.
Yeah, so the southern charm, I mean, your family went from Pittsburgh, West Virginia, now in Chattanooga. Now they're thinking about moving again, so there has to be some southern hospitality.
Yes, there definitely is. Clearly, we just keep moving further and further south, and I will always say I'm a northerner at heart. I have the northern mindset, but I love being in the South, and I love the people from the South, so yeah.
You mentioned JMU was a bigger school. What benefits do you see you having here at Wofford being a smaller school?
Oh my goodness, I could go on and on with this. I definitely think that as far as getting hands-on experience goes, a school like Wofford it takes it to the absolute next level. Like, whether it's academics, athletics, job opportunities. I mean, even just this internship that I got last summer, I never would have been able to get that at a bigger school. And I mean, we all know from personal experience, being in the classroom, you have maybe 12 kids in your class, and at JMU I had maybe 120. So it's just so different. The professors know my name. I can go and email them whenever I want and know that they'll actually get back to me.
Yeah.
And then just being on a campus where I can walk around and say hi to people and know who everyone is. I mean, I would walk around at JMU and be like, don't know them, don't know them, don't know, maybe no, don't know them. Like, it was just so different.
I mean, even Dr. Alvis, he comes out and watches you play tennis.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's a professor that I just had this semester. This is my first time having him, first time met him, and yeah, he already is best friends with everyone on the team. So it's just so different, and it's such a better experience, at least for me personally.
Your sister transferred as well out of JMU, and she ended up going to Furman, our rival. Is there a rivalry between y'all two?
We used to have a rival in the athletic world because she used to also play tennis. Luckily, she did not play tennis at Furman because I do feel like that may have been a little bit of a complicated situation if I was having to play her. But I mean, now we're super close, and both of my sisters live in Greenville, so it's really nice getting to have both of them so close and so accessible if I were to ever need anything or if we want to hang out. So yeah, it's a lot better now that the tennis world is kind of getting out of it.
I know one of the reasons you came to Wofford is because of Coach Chrissy Hall, our coach. Talk about y'all's bond together.
Oh, Coach Hall, where do I begin? Coach Hall has probably seen me at my best and my very, very worst. I definitely had a hard time adjusting my first year here, just in the tennis arena and in school, and I don't know what I would have done without her. She was by my side through the entire experience and did not give up on me when there definitely could have been times that she maybe should have. But now I am just so grateful to have an opportunity to be on a team with someone that I can trust and that I can look up to and truly admire and count on for anything that I would need, whether it be some motherly advice from my world of drama or just trusting them to help me get through a tennis match. She's definitely the woman for the job.
Or when you need a new pair of shoes.
That is very true. My shoe situation is a bit of a struggle right now, but I'm sure she wouldn't be too happy to comment on that, so yeah.
What has been your favorite moment at Wofford?
Okay, I would have to say, I'm narrowing it down to our van rides in general. The one specific time I'm narrowing it down to is the van ride back from Disney.
Oh my goodness,
That
yes.
truly is something that I will never forget. I mean, the van rides in general are just so funny and honestly more enjoyable sometimes than actually like just hanging out and going and doing something with you guys. But I would say that Disney trip was just very interesting.
A lot about your love life.
Yes, yeah,
All in the
all
van
my
ride.
drama. Van rides are basically my time to get all of my
Get Coach Hall's input, the team's input.
Yeah.
What stays in the, everything said in the van stays
in the van, and I live by that. I cannot have any other mindset whenever telling you guys things on the van.
You mentioned talking about your screenwriting that you're going to law school next year. What has that process been like for you?
Do you want my honest answer, or do you want my...
I mean, I've been on the other end of it, so I know, but I need you to talk about it.
So, yes, I did decide last year, honestly, with the help of you, that I was going to go to law school. My older sister went through the whole process, went to USC, so it wasn't completely foreign to me. I was actually very fortunate in the time of quarantine to be able to have that time to study for the LSAT. It didn't end up exactly turning out in my favor. I've been struggling with the whole COVID test score debacle, but I mean, I'm applying now and the worst part of it is over, I would say. So hopefully once I get my applications in and I get this score back, I'm taking the test again on Saturday. So hopefully once I get this score back, everything will be good to go.
You're gonna do great. Thank you so much for coming on today, Kay.
Thanks, Britt.